Hello YouTube, Legend of Sama here, and I'm doing another Shogun 2 commentary with Red Warrior as my partner in these 2v2s. I'm just going to give you a nice overhead view here. Red also made a video of this, so I'll link to that video so that you can see it. I have 2 Monk Cav and 2 Katana Cav, vanilla, and my Monk Cav are about 6 chevrons, 3 chevrons. Then I have a couple Naginata attendants. I think I have 4 attendants in total. 2 Yari unupgraded. Matchlock Samurai with 4 chevrons. And 4 Katana Samurai with no upgrades, vanilla. And I have 3 Naginata Warrior Monks, all with 5 chevrons each. And my general. And that's it for my army. I'm just going to slow this down. In fact, I'm going to pause it because this is going to require a bit of timing. So, Red here has 2 Bow Cav, and what else has he got here? Monk Cav, Yari Cav, Katana Cav, Monk Cav, and a Yari Cav. So 2 Monk Cav, 2 Yari Cav, a Katana Cav, and that would be about it. So, let's put it in slow motion. So that's his Cav force, and let's see, a long Yari, Naginata attendant, Matchlock Samurai. I think we've got 4 lone swords, another Naginata attendant, a Testupa Warrior Monk with excellent upgrades there, some pretty brutal stats, and his general. So he's gone for quite a Cav heavy build, and his opponent was kind of saying that we were spammers and stuff, but whatever. This is not a spam. So we're gonna move our Cav around on top, and everybody's just gonna rush for the workshop. And Red has to make sure he uses his Cav very carefully. My opponent, Warriors of Conan, he's brought 2 very, very nice Matchlock and Shigure, both with some upgraded range. Pretty nasty stats there. He's got 3 Naginata Samurai, 3, and then he's got 4 Yari Eshgar with a long Yari. None of them have hold firm, surprisingly. And then 2 monks and 4 attendants, so this is an entirely spear-only build. So my unupgraded Katana Samurai, I wasn't really too sure how this would work out because this was kind of a new strategy for me. I wasn't really sure how this would work in combination with the monks. But I was hoping that the matchlocks would help counterbalance that. Oh, and I missed 1 matchlock. I have a matchlock warrior monk. So I'm also relying very heavily on my Cav getting around in the back, but when I saw all these spears, I knew my Katana Cav won't be as effective. And here's where Conan makes a really smart move, and one that I didn't even realize until he actually did it. He attacks my Matchlock Warrior Monk right in the face with this attack. Fortunately, I was moving one of my Monk Cav across, so he intercepts the charge. Only slightly, though. So he manages to absolutely bash that Monk, and he gets it quite well. The engagement over here is happening. Red is going to slam his Katana Samurai, or his Katana Cav, and try and get at these swords, which is an extremely good move, and he put him in wedge, so they are sure to punch through. And here he's just shooting at the attendants, which is exactly what Red was hoping for when sending his attendants forward first. And he also will send in his Yari Eshgar as well. And so I've got this Katana Cav. I did it in an attempt to get at his matchlock, but I failed to get his matchlock. But I'm gonna tie up his forces, and I've got my Monk Cav getting around now. My other Monk Cav will get around. Conan also has a Bow Warrior Monk for the purpose of picking off high-value targets such as a general or a matchlock. Let's see what else is going on here. So these attendants are just holding up the rest of the army for Red to get his swords into position. And here he's going to be able to flank these swords. And he's going to send his Bow Cav actually end up getting caught right here, but it's even more delaying. So this is very good thinking micro there from Red. Very good teamwork. In his video, he actually didn't even realize that he had threw his Cav or his Bow Cav in there. So this will allow me to get off shots with my matchlock, whereas my opponent won't, and I'll send Naginata attendants in, and that'll further tie up my opponent. So I'm going to have a lot of success on my side. And here Attica Khan is trying to get around, but he's got a Naginata attendant there, but he's going to be able to hit these swords pretty much without worry. But with those attendants right there, he should do well. Now I'm finally getting my cav around, and my 1 Katana cav, my 2 monk cav. They don't have Warcry, but they do have some other upgrades. Some attack, morale, and defense. So now I've charged in. His Yari Ashigaru, I don't even think are even in Spear Wall, and mine are, and that will allow me to trash right through, and I've got my matchlocks in good firing position. If they see a lane, they'll open fire, and there you just saw them smoking. Yes, my matchlocks smoke. I didn't think you know, but all matchlocks smoke. It's a dreadful habit they have. They'll have very bad lungs when they're older. But already here, I've popped off a Warcry, and most of his units are wavering on this side and up on along the front. His general is over here in standard fight, and here I slam into this Naginata attendant in an attempt to get at these Matchlock Ashigaru, which is funnily named Yari Ashigaru. But I do get this monk cav through, and it'll pull off a hammer and anvil, and that will cause several routes. Up along the front, I've smashed through, and red has finally, after both of them wavering back and forth, they have now we have now routed my red's opponent and are breaking already my opponent and perhaps giving me some trouble. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. That's a little better. So they're beginning to waver. It's basically going to become a rout right here. I've gotten to his matchlock now. Most of his troops are wavering. I'm getting off some good shots with that samurai onto this monk, and that monk routs. And my cav has successfully managed to pull off some hammer and anvils to weaken his line. One of the keys for my victory was just all the delaying that inadvertently was red's help in this battle. So without that, I would have had a little bit of a hard time microing my troops, but my Katana Samurai actually did quite well. As you can see, they have like 15 morale, 17 attack, thanks to standard fight. So it was a really good game to our opponents, and here's what